Hey Lance, sorry about that. My last video got cut short. Picking up right where that last one left off, like I said, now we're ready to program the GPS. So we've already got our Joe Pool 5 departure here. Next thing we want to do is, I'm actually going to turn the sound down on this because I know the engine sounds are bleeding through the system really bad. There we go. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is we want to load the flight plan into the GPS. We're going to create a flight plan. The easiest way to do this, click on flights, go to flight planner. It's going to pop it up. We're going to select our departure airport, which is already loaded in here. Kilo Delta Alpha Lima. We're at gate 11. Click OK. And if that's not loaded in there, you can hand type it either way. Our destination airport is going to be Austin. It's Kilo Alpha Uniform Sierra. Choose flight type. You can either do VFR or IFR. Either way, it doesn't matter. IFR is going to allow you to actually use Flight Sim ATC to fly an actual IFR flight plan. VFR, it won't prompt the ATC to do it. Honestly and truly, VFR or IFR, it doesn't matter. In this case, we'll just go ahead and leave it VFR so we don't have to worry about the radios. And for routing, I want to choose direct GPS because I'm going to customize the route in the flight planner. So after we get everything all set up, click on Find Route. It's going to draw a direct line between Dallas and Austin, and it's going to give you a ridiculously low cruising altitude. So we're going to modify this route to reflect what Southwest wants us to fly on the departure. So the departure wants us to go from Dallas direct to the Maverick VOR. So we're going to zoom in on Dallas. And I'll kind of declutter the screen here so you can see what we're looking for. There's the Maverick VOR, triple T, and there's Dallas, just like it's shown on the chart. So we're going to drag. You're actually going to click and drag the flight line. So you click the red line, go from Dallas to the triple T VOR, and it's going to give you a select a facility box. In this case, you want to click Maverick VOR, click OK, and it's going to automatically add it as a waypoint. And the GPS, whenever you load it, it will follow everything that you put in here. So this is we're actually programming the GPS. So our next waypoint after passing the Maverick VOR is the Windu intersection. These middle markers like JASPA, they're nice to add in for some added situational awareness. You don't necessarily have to add them in because the route wants you to go to Windu intersection. There's two ways to find Windu intersection. You can either do like we did, which was grab that flight line and drag it to the triple T VOR, or you can use the information it gives in the chart to actually create Windu intersection. I will almost always recommend creating the intersections based on the charts because the charts are updated to current time versus Flight Sim's Flight Planner, which was created in 2006. The navigational database hasn't been created in here. Most of the time, the intersections that are in Flight Simulator, they're still current, but anytime it's got a popped up, anytime there's a major change to the nav aid cycle, there could be some deviances. So that was actually kind of confusing, I know. So I'll just go ahead and show you the two methods. You can either click and drag the line like we did for the triple T VOR. You'll have to actually check a lot of these intersections to see if it's the Windu intersection. And we just got lucky. We found JASPA, which is part of the flight plan. So if you want to, just click that line. The line going outbound from the triple T VOR, not the one going from Dallas to triple T. You want to take the line going from triple T to Austin. And we're going to highlight JASPA intersection. So we'll click and drag to JASPA. And it's loaded over here. Automatically JASPA is found. It matches. Great. The other way to do it is to actually use the information on the chart to program the flight planner. The way you do this is you take the line after the intersection that we just selected, which in this case was JASPA. Click it, drag it, and release it just anywhere on the map that's open. As you can see, it creates a random waypoint. In this case, it creates waypoint 1. We're going to modify waypoint 1 to match the data given on the flight plan, on the chart. So you click waypoint 1, edit waypoint. As you can see, it comes up with an edit waypoint box. We're going to use the information from the chart. We're essentially going to copy and paste it to the flight planner. So we're going to type in windu, and it gives you latitude and longitude. So we'll copy and paste the latitude and longitude. So it's north 31 degrees, and you read latitude and longitude. I'm sure you know it's real simple. It's 31 degrees, 31 minutes, 83 seconds. So that's the north, and then the west is west 97 degrees, 04 degrees, no, 97 degrees, 04 minutes, 95 seconds. The Lima 19 and the Hotel 6 that's here, it's not relevant for the flight simulator. That's used by real-world pilots to determine what charts windu intersection is on, and in this case you can find windu on the low en route 19 chart or the high jet chart, jet 6. Altitude doesn't much matter. It's going to show up on the GPS anyways. Anything below 18,000 feet is a low en route altitude, is a low en route fix. Anything above 18,000 feet is a high en route fix. So we've got everything set up. Click OK. It's going to automatically create windu intersection based on the information you gave here. And as you can actually see, there was a windu intersection already on the flight simulator. So in this case, the flight simulator data from 2006 still matches the data on the 2013 chart, and it all matches up. It's okay if they overlay, it's not a problem. So we've got the departure typed in. Now we've got to program our arrival. Our arrival was the Bluey 3.windu, I believe. So we'll go back to airports on airnav.com, go to Austin, get airport information. Again, I apologize, my computer's kind of slow today. Alright, so we got Austin. Again, airport diagram. If you don't have one, I highly suggest you get it. This also, AirNav also gives you another way to check weather before you go flying. And we're going to go down here to the instrument procedures. And in this case, we're going to look for a standard terminal arrival, or a star, excuse me, into Austin. In this case, it's got Bluey 3, which is what we're looking for. And it's only got one page, so everything's contained on it. And we're looking for the windu transition, which is what Love Cars called for earlier, which right here, windu Bluey 3. So we're going to look at this, read the text from over the windu intersection on the Syntex radial 012 degree radial to Bluey intersection, thence from over the intersection expect radar vectors on final approach. So we'll program the GPS the way we did for the departure. So we're going to go from windu intersection. It wants you to go direct to the CWK VOR. Real simple. Zoom out a little bit. Go down here and find the Syntex VOR. I say it's simple. There it is. Drag the flight line onto the CWK VOR. Select the CWK VOR on the facility selector. And then that's it. After that, they're going to give you vectors. As you can see here, expect radar vectors to final approach course. So this will get you all the way from from Dallas to the CWK VOR, following the routing that it gives you on here. So we're actually going to close the internet, and we will load this into the GPS. So the way we do this is you can go to your nav log and actually review everything. You can print this off if you want it. Most everything is going to be contained on the GPS, so I don't hardly ever use it. You're going to adjust your cruising altitude. For your direction of flight, it's even, so we'll just say, we'll make it really low, 22,000 feet. And then you can overview your route, and it looks just like it did on the departure and arrival procedures. So I'm going to go ahead and save this route, just that way that whenever I'll fly it again, I don't have to reprogram it all the time. I can just load it. As you can see, I've already got it saved here, so I'll just save it again. Yes, I want to replace it. And then you hit OK. Do you want Flight Simulator to move your aircraft to the departure airport? You can either select yes, and it's going to move you to whatever gate you selected in the flight planner, or click no, and it's going to leave you in the same spot. We know we're at Dallas. We know we're at gate Golf 11. I'm going to select no. And we'll bring Flight Simulator back up to full screen. And now you can see that it's got the flight plan loaded in the GPS. It's going from Dallas direct to the Triple T VOR. After the Triple T VOR, it's got us going over to Jaspa. After Jaspa, it's got us going to the Windoo intersection, which is right here. After Windoo, it's got us going direct to the CWK VOR and into Austin. Real simple. And that is a really quick, short, simple way of planning your flight through the flight planner. And you can do it, you can only do it through the flight planner. You can't actually set up, at least I'm not aware of a way you can set up legs in the GPS just directly, like using the GPS functions. I know it says GPS 500. This is nothing like the Garmin 430 and 530 we use in the real aircraft. It doesn't have that kind of functionality. So anyways, I hope this helped, and I'll get that third video up sometime this evening. And if you need any help with anything else, just let me know.